What if everyone isn't the problem? Y'all, I know there's a lot going on in the world, and a lot feels outside of our control, but I've seen it happen with a lot. And shoot, it was myself not too long ago where I was just like, I was a victim, and everyone played, a different story or a role in my life. And there were some that I, had painted to be the villain, but I believe that giving someone that archetype in my life now is actually not very resourceful to do. Like, it's giving more power and energy to a person that is playing a role in my life, but it might be to teach me a lesson. It could be a season there in my life. Um, it could be to help me release something. Sometimes God allows people in our life just to push us or to help us release or to get out of a pattern. So, assigning someone the role of villain in your life distracts away from the real work that you need to be doing, which is focusing on yourself. So instead of always talking about people are envious of you or jealous of you, that everybody is toxic, that no one has been looking out for you, your parents did this, and that to you, and nothing goes your way, and everyone is against you, and no one really understands you. I ask that today you just take 1 second and ask yourself this question: what role did you have to play in any of that? Now, I'm not saying that people didn't do anything wrong to you or harmful to you, or that their harmful behavior should be dismissed. What I am saying is you should definitely look at your interaction in that engagement. And was it something you tolerated? Was it something you chose? Was it something that you allowed? Is it something that you made worse? Is it something that you need to release? Or if it's a family member, is this a situation or someone that you can put distance in between you and yourself? Instead of being that victim and allowing stuff to consistently happen to you, why don't you center your awareness in your intention to create your life as the sun and really start deconstructing the things, the people, the places, the situations that are happening to you, that you are magnetizing to you. And there are projection and people do send stuff your way too. But start really dissecting it. But don't do it to a detriment to yourself, like where you're punishing yourself. No, really understand why these things are happening to you. Perhaps you have the wrong people around you. Perhaps your boundaries aren't strong enough. Maybe there is something about your worth that is in question where you don't, where you are questioning that, or your value or the respect that people have for you. Maybe it's about a lack of respect. Maybe you're very loving and you're around a whole bunch of, not compassionate, harmful people. There are so many different situations and things that you could really start getting into. And that is what I am planning to release some stuff. I'm doing the public education, but there will be more private, individualized, I call them applied pathways, that will help people to really get to, okay, what's going on, what pattern is going on, what familial, pattern am I carrying forward that's making an impact in my life today. So what I want you to do is stop automatically making people ops in your life. And like I said, everything I say to y'all, I'm just preaching to the, my life, top, because you get tired of fighting, y'all. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm finally at a point where I'm like, if you position yourself to be an op in my life, and by that I mean you're not compassionate, you're not caring, you're not truthful, you don't live in truth, that you don't embody truth, that you're not inspirational, that you're not spiritual, that you're not about growing, and that you don't seek knowledge and wisdom and to apply that into your life, and you do not hold the same principles and values of integrity and love and worth and value and respect and truth in my life, I'm going to release you. I'm going to put distance. So that is one thing that you can do today, is to start asking yourself, what situations, what people, what environments are you in that are causing you to be in a state of turmoil, to not have your peace, but to be embroiled in chaos. Ask yourself that question, and then start thinking about what you can do to put some distance or to address those things, so you're not constantly choosing to tolerate or give access to or allow people to control you and to have access to influence your emotions and to affect your mental health and well-being. And before you assign people that op title, really examine what belongs to you that you've done, what belongs to them from their perspective. This is where that compassion comes in, understanding other people's feelings objectively. And, can it be fixed? Or, do you just need to kind of move with your own tribe? Sometimes, y'all, I think we're getting to a point now where it's really clear when you're not vibing with the circle. And when it's clear that you're not vibing with the circle, don't lie to yourself. Don't play nice. Don't keep going on vacations with people you can't stand or who don't really like you or care for you, and show it. But then be like, oh, well, I love you. No, you don't. You don't really love me or care for me. You don't even call me or ask about my kids or nothing. Don't pretend anymore. Be real and live in that truth, y'all. But also, it can be informative to help to identify what you keep repeating. Like, if the same kind of opposition and resistance is coming in your life, number one, it should be telling you you probably are drifting off your life path. That's your oversoul trying to be like, go that way, go that way, go way. And it's up to you to listen. It could show you if you're repeating the same pattern, the same cycle, if the same opposition and resistance is coming from different people, places, and things. Perhaps it's you. Perhaps it's not them. Perhaps you're your biggest opposition. Like, I have come to that realization, y'all. Most people are their biggest op. It could be that they don't believe in themselves, that they're not brave when a conflict arises, and rather than them tell and embody their truth, they diminish themselves, make themselves small because they're fearful of the other person and what that person will do. They'll talk bad, they'll give them problems, they'll turn other people against them, they'll exclude them. And that's true. People do that. People absolutely do that. But when you love yourself, and when you believe in yourself, and when you trust yourself, and when you're sovereign in yourself and your being as a divine fractal of the Most High Mother and Father, you are loyal to yourself. You are your own best friend. You don't allow people, places, things, situations to linger or dwell in your life when they are against your best interests. You do not choose to self-sabotage yourself by keeping those people, places, and things, to keep ops around you so that you're in a constant fight or flight mode and constantly battling rather than having joy and peace, which you deserve. So the best thing that you can do for yourself is to diminish the ops in your life, dissolve all that resistance. I'm not saying life won't have any, but you can intentionally choose who, what, when, and where people, places, and things are in your life. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to be peaceful. And you deserve to be loyal to yourself. and to stop being the biggest op in your life if it is applicable to you. All right, y'all. Shalane Tukai. Peace.